Northwestern State head coach Chris Bertrand as the Demons get ready to open the 2025 season Friday night at home against Central Arkansas. And Coach, the days are long and the months are short. Baseball's back, and I know you got 40 guys who are very excited. You may be more excited than all of them to get back out there Friday night.
There's no doubt about it, man. What an exciting time of year. What an exciting time around Demon Land, and a lot of great things going on around our baseball program. And I think that what is key for us is trying to find a way to balance all of those things. We want to be excited for our players and our fans and our program for so many of the incredible things that are going on, right? Opening day always comes with it, those feelings, and opening a brand new ballpark and brand new uniforms, and the idea of year number 2 of this building process that we have taken on, and a year's worth of experience, the way we feel about our team and our brothers, right? We want them to enjoy those moments of excitement, and we want them to kind of feel what that feels like. But at the same time, we want to balance that out with calling it a 3-game series that begins the year, right? And now we have to find a way to appreciate that level of excitement, but then come back down and get focused and get intensified about the task at hand and about the mission at hand. And so you're so right in the way of using the word excitement. The word for us in that excitement is balance. And I hope we can find a way to balance it out and come back down and play the brand of baseball that we are capable of playing.
Well, nearly $2 million gift from the Thornton family means a new look bistro, new wall, new turf. And I know we joked about it, and this program is built on grit, and you didn't mind pumping water out of there on game days, but now you got a new field, and those outfielders will have turf under their feet, and they don't have to worry about possibly going and pushing water, but it's still going to be a very blue-collar type team.
There's no doubt about it. And again, I think that word is balance, right? We want to say thank you again very publicly to the Thorntons, and we want to say how much we are appreciative of the blessings that we have. And the new bistro is going to be something that for our program, for our players, and especially for our fans is going to be an incredible experience for us to all go through. But we want to try to balance it out in the way that, yes, we are excited as a coaching staff and as a program about those things that you mentioned, but I think it's also, it comes with a level of accountability and responsibility. To whom much is given, much is expected, and we definitely take that mindset. And so we want to appreciate the blessings that we have. We want to recognize what it means for the program and the players and the fans. But at the same time, we don't want to let it carry us into something that we're not. We want to remain that hardworking. We want to remain that level of accountability and responsibility that comes with, now we have to put a product on the field that says that we recognize all of the great things that have been given to us and all of the generosity of so many. We want to repay that in a way that I think the way we play on the baseball field is our opportunity to do that for the Thorntons and for our fans, and to get this season and to get Demon baseball into a place that everybody wants it to be. That is a responsibility and an accountability that we bear, and we bear it proudly in the way that we talk to our guys about it.
Much is given, much is back. Completely different situation you walk into from a returner standpoint from last year. How important for those guys, especially 8 full-time hitters, are back. A little bit easier maybe transition from last year to this year because of that, but also those guys know you, you know those guys, and that builds camaraderie, builds consistency, and hopefully builds continued growth.
Yeah. How well do we use it, right? Like that's going to be, I think, the key factor for us, because undoubtedly that level of experience, even 1 year, that 1 year of experience has proved to move mountains inside of the program in the way in which we got to go through the fall and the way in which we get to prepare for this season, and we get to prepare with those veteran guys. We get to prepare as a family who have spent that time getting to know each other. It's the next logical step in the building process. But to see success come out of it is all dependent upon how we use it. We need to use that experience to our competitive advantage. We need to use the lessons that we've learned and put them into action, so that way we can have a start to a season that obviously we want to get out to a little bit of a faster start, a better start. We want to be able to call upon those lessons to win one-run ball games, to win close ball games. We want to call upon those lessons in that we can learn how to win in a multitude of ways. Let's win a pitching battle if we need to. Let's win a shootout if we need to. Let's win a close one if we need to. Let's learn how to get a lead and then expand that lead. Let's learn how to come from behind and learn that we're never out of it, and that grit and that never say die attitude, right? We can call upon those experiences all we want, but how we put them to use is going to be determined as to whether or not that level of experience leads to success. And I'm so glad that that is a tool in our toolbox, but I'm even more excited to watch our guys go to work in using them.
Well, you'll do it against a somewhat familiar face. Central Arkansas, a former Southland rival, comes here to open the New Look Bistro. And you know Nick Harlan. You guys kind of followed a little bit of twin career paths from assistants to head coaches at where you are now. What do you see from his team?
I think an incredibly well-coached baseball team. I think a team that is probably similar to ours in the way of it's blue collar and it's in a community and in a town and at a university, similar to ours in the way that they used to be in the conference. And so I think you see some similarities between the two programs. I think what you're going to see, Jay, is you're going to see two programs that at the end of the day, when the umpire says play ball, you're going to see competitors, right? And I know that about Nick. I know that about his assistants. And we can see that in the way that they've built the team and how we have prepared for them. And so I think what you're going to see is just good old-fashioned competitiveness, good old-fashioned put your fist up and let's go. But a way in which I've so enjoyed the prep time in getting to know all those things about his team. This will be a home and home series, and so we're looking forward to next year being able to replay this trip and be able to use next year's trip to our advantage on another team. And so in all of that prep work and in all of discussing it, I really think that that's what you're going to see, just two kind of, I don't like the term old school, but maybe two old school guys that are going to do whatever they can to be of service to each other in the way that we are in the industry. But when the umpire says play ball, I think you're going to see just a good old-fashioned out in the backyard, here we go, right? And that's right up our alley. That's awesome. And so excited about that because, this is very different than the way we opened up last season's schedule, right? Different types of teams, different types of things. And so, man, every challenge that comes along the way, I want our guys to accept the challenge. I want them to compete in a way that says that challenge is welcomed. And then on Monday, I want to learn from what it is we did. And I think that both programs are probably in similar spots in that regard.
Coach, as always, thanks for your time.
Forkham Demons.